What is going on, folks? So today the patch notes just came out. I'm a little bit late, probably about 10-15 minutes late, but anyways, here we go. Yada yada, this is all the maintenance stuff. Super Ghost Battle, who uses that, right? Wow, they're on round 9 of the Tekken shop. Okay, so there's a Leo costume, a Brian costume, Revival. Okay. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. Okay, the rank reset. So this is determined on your highest rank. 4 ranks, okay. And 6 Dan is the minimum. Okay. You'll have the special title plates. That's cool. All right, the rank promotion threshold required for promotion and demotion will be adjusted. All right, rank points gained or lost per match will be adjusted. That could be really good. Maybe it'll make rank mode not as tedious. Promotion bonuses will always be granted. Oh, so that's like season 1, right? Up to the rank below God of Destruction. Oh, okay. So that's okay. But that's cool. We got win streak bonuses. Okay, that's great. Up to any rank below Bushin. Revenge bonus. So if you lose a match and you win it, that's dope. I'm glad they added that. Okay. Players will not be demoted unless they lose 2 consecutive matches, even if their rank points fall below demotion threshold. Wow, that is huge. That is really huge. Shout outs to this new Bob design here. Can't wait till he comes out. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to the actual balance changes. Maybe I can circle back to all this because they got so much stuff. Look at all this. Okay, so this is something. The strengths and weaknesses and distinct advantages of every character were reviewed. Adjustments were made with the goal of creating a battle experience with each character's individuality can be felt more clearly within neutral interactions and mind games. Really? Okay. Reevaluation of risk and reward across game systems and character unique mechanics. So, okay, not everything's gonna be super plus and super safe, I assume. We're gonna see some frame changes, hopefully. All right, yeah, they got the unique powered up. We saw that already. Heat ends, the power up is gonna end too. All right, cool. Wall splash, heat smash, yeah, we know about that. Okay, this is a new one. Improvement to air combos. The issue where air combos become excessively long when a heat engager was landed as a grounded hit, then followed by heat dash was addressed. Okay, so the previous system where the opponent's airborne distance was reduced under these conditions was removed. Oh, okay, and the behavior was adjusted to match that of standard air combos. So this is the heat dash. So you're probably not gonna get a super long heat dash combo. Is that what I'm thinking here? All right. Additionally, the damage scaling for combos under these conditions was changed from the previous 60% to 70%. Okay, combo length and reward. Okay, that's cool. So all of this is basically the same. Let's look at this here. Man, I wish I had like a night mode for this. All right, counter hit. This is like stuff, okay. Side counter hit behavior, okay. Just little bug states. Powered up state will now be removed. Okay, so the affected characters Oscar, Brian, Claudio, Jack, Leo, Zafina, Fokker, and Rom. Okay. Yeah, not June, not Lydia. Um, who else? Someone else has like a special kind of thing, but these are the prime suspects here. I'm glad of that. Yeah, so heat dash no longer. Okay, so that's what it was. You're not gonna get a super long combo, but they're gonna change the damage. Okay. Oh, this is big right here. You guys, yo, rage arts. if the opponent's attack hits during the first frame, so before the armor activates, it's gonna be a counter hit. Now that's something that should have been in the game. Wow. Knockback, that is, recovers backward automatically to reduce situations where it will fail to wall splat. They increase the number of frames to trigger it by 2 frames. Okay, good for Dragunov. Slide and knockback. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So they're buffing some of these wall splats. Reduce situations where it will fail to wall splat. Increase the number of frames to trigger by 5. So that's all these characters' moves. I don't know what this looks like. I know, okay, I saw Lars. Okay, 111. That's good for Lars. That's really good for all these characters. Okay. So the buffering, they have to fix that. Yeah, this is something they added in season 2, and it just was not right. All right. So button inputs can override movement inputs. Okay. Cool. Heat bursts. Oh yeah, that's glitches and stuff like that. All right. Inputting up, then back will result in a backwards walk instead of a backwards jump. That excludes characters with a back. That's the backflip. All right. Okay. Cool. So let's go to the actual character stuff. Have to go back here. Wow, Alyssa, so many changes. Okay, so what does they say? This character never gets nerfed. Never. Oh my god, I'm seeing something I don't like already. You see this? New move. All right. She excels at offense utilizing destructive chainsaws, strong lateral movement, focus on expanding her routes into destructive form. Oh my goodness. Together with new moves, make it easier to... Okay. Build offensive pressure centered around chainsaws. As if the chainsaws weren't already bad enough. That is crazy. Are you serious? New move, up back 1. A mid that can hit opponents who are down while transitioning into destructive form. It has low risk on block and on hit. It provides frame advantage. Okay, making it easier to apply. Yo, do these people play this game? Wow. Okay, we made it easier to transition to destructive form by allowing 1+2 to be input after 4 or back to 4. So this is her quick high homing roundhouse. So it goes to destructive form on hit. And I think that's a 13 frame kick too, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really good for her. The move is called Shortcut? Okay. Yeah. So this is just, it's new moves by way of transition. So yeah, these are basically 2 roundhouses here. All right, during heat. Oh, this is cool. So if she whiffs her heat smash, it's not gonna go into the boot, dual boot, or destructive form. So I guess she just does the little swirling kick and stops right there. That would be interesting to see. All right, 2-2. Second frame, second attack adjusted from 20, 35, 18. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe less of a gap in between. All right. So this is kind of a nerf, expanding her hurt box during the boot 3 and dual boot 3. All right, that's cool. So I wonder if that means she's not gonna crush under stuff like that anymore. I think that's her slide. All right, back up 1+2. I have no idea what that is. Yeah. Okay, now here we are. Armor King. Uh-oh. That was kind of crazy. Alyssa, she got buffed. That is crazy. I can't believe yo, let's take a pause for a second. I can't believe they actually said she needed help mixing you up in the destructive form. That is crazy. All right, Armor King. All right, he's a character that excels at mixing strikes and throws with a neutral game focus on mid-range exchanges. Season 3, we're expanding his options primarily with air combos while also adjusting the damage of existing moves and revisiting several frequently used techniques. New move, down back 3+4. It's a new move to supplement close range options. All right. By taking advantage of its crouching status property, it allows for easier adaptation to the opponent's actions during close quarters engagements. So this is a high crush? I wonder what it is. Is it a low or is it a high? Okay. Maintaining usability of the frequently used forward. So that's the 3-hit string. That's his tornado. Making it easier to incorporate the forward 1+2 and during bad Jaguar 2-3. So his combo routes are going to look a little different now. All right, cool. All right, so down back. Shadow Force, what a name. I think that was a movie that just came out on Netflix a few months ago. All right, so the damage on the second hit's decreased. That's the flip into the high that like flips him over in the air. Good wall carry move. So this here, they changed the damage. It's a little bit weaker. The behavior on hit and on counter hit has been changed. So maybe it doesn't launch anymore. The last hit is what I'm thinking. Increase both characters' recovery time on block by 1 frame. All right, so it's more punishable. Forward 1+2, the damage from 21 to 22. All right, down 3+4, 1. Another damage reduction, all right. All right, the forward movement of the second hit. So that's the roundhouse that tornadoes. It's been increased to extend the reach of the attack. All right, so it's heat smash. I guess it's a bug fix. Fix the issue where when a move hit near the wall, certain attacks from the opponent will become guaranteed. I've never experienced that yet, thankfully. All right, so this is his 3-hit string here. 3-4-1. Oh, okay, so he will phase through the opponents sometimes. That's whatever. Down forward 2, the character now turns towards the opponent on counter hit. So this is going to make it to where he's going to always get a combo if he lands down forward 2 on counter hit. That is a punishable move. So I guess it's only right that if he lands it on counter hit, he gets a full combo. All right, 4-4-4. Adjusted to push back when absorbing an opponent's attack to reduce situations where they will move. Oh, their move would it unintentionally whiff. Okay. All right. While rising to... Okay, so that move, the True Dark Smash, would fail to execute. I never had that happen. All right, bad Jaguar to grab. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Oh, snap. But anyways, Armor King, a few damage nerfs, a frame nerf on the 3-hit string, but new combo routes, and I don't know what Shadow Force is. That sounds interesting. All right. Okay, what did they do to Anna? Hopefully it's a bunch of nerfs. My goodness, what's this? 1, 2, 3 new moves? 4 new moves? All right, they added new moves to stabilize her post-air combo situations while revising certain moves whose performance was overly strong, adjusting the balance between risk and reward. A new high attack that can be used during air combos. Possibly a new strong aerial tailspin. Okay, what is this? It says wall carry, all right. She didn't even need help carrying you to the wall. Okay, so down 1+2 is a new low attack with crouching status. Taking advantage of the range, oh my goodness. It has been added as a move that can apply pressure from mid-range. A low, maybe this is with lovely Tom here with the bazooka. Oh goodness. They adjusted the performance of certain moves that previously offered disproportionately high reward while crouching down forward 2. All right, we'll see. Now let's read the actual notes. Puka's Misfortune. That's the name of it. Down 1+2. So 1, 2, up 4, 1+2 is a new string. Left, right, fried love. Yo, these names. So they're just fried love. Quick fried love and creep fried love. Her standing jab too, okay. Behavior on counter hit has been aligned with that of normal hits. Oh, that might be a huge nerf. She might not be able to get the counter hit elbow after that. The free heat engager, I mean. All right, so down 4, 1, 2, 4. That's her 3-hit string. Ends with a high. Adjusted opponent's behavior on counter hit for the second hit to match that of a normal hit. Okay, so I never experienced that. So on counter hit, no more combo. I think that was a counter hit launcher. The third hit, the roundhouse, she could delay it. So down back 4, this is her little quick step in low poke. Change the opponent's state on hit from standing to crouching. Okay, and on counter hit, it's aligned with that of a normal hit. So it got nerfed and buffed because it forces crouch on hit now, but no more counter hit guaranteed follow up. That's good. 442, behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. That's the quick bazooka swipe. That's homing and high and plus. Yeah, this is probably just gonna hit them and they might like do the ballerina spin. It probably doesn't knock down anymore. Okay, while crouching 1. Okay, while crouching down 4, 1. What is that even? I don't even know what that move is. So it's more punishable. What? Oh, that's her. Oh, that's right. That's her mid heat engager with the bazooka. It was real hard to punish at first, so now it's -12, and they made the hitbox smaller. That's great. Okay, full crouch down 4-2. This is the low launcher. Making it easier, it is easier to sidestep now. I don't know why it was hard to sidestep in the first place. Like, it got buffed in Tekken 8. It was never difficult to step in previous games. All right, during Hammer Chance 1, more recovery time. I don't know what the Hammer Chance stance is. Is that her forward 3? So this must be the high elbow. Okay. So during heat, this is the bazooka stuff. Ah, okay, well, she loses heat even if it triggers a balcony break. Cool, cool. Full forward 3-3, so that's the mid low. Change to begin at 25 frames. Okay. Chaos Judgment 3+4. Adjusted collision detection with the opponent to reduce the occurrence of whiffing for certain moves. I think Chaos Judgment 3+4. So it's gonna be easier to hit her out of that. Okay. Now this is the elbow here. You probably can't see it. Let me turn the camera off. Core circle forward 1. Yeah, collision detection, making it more difficult to slip under a floating opponent by extending the collision upwards. Okay. That's not too bad. She didn't get hit too hard. Except for like the poking. Like her pokes got nerfed a little bit. All right, let's see here. But they gave her a new move. I don't know what was up. All those new moves, the fried love. Oh, snap. Here we go. Asuka. This should be very interesting. All right, this is the balance direction. That is always real telling, by the way. It's like when you read this, you can kind of get scared or worried. She's a character that excels at mind games using reversal and status techniques, leveraging cancels, delays to keep the opponents guessing. They reduced her overly high air combo damage and direct mix-up strength, making adjustments that allow her to better utilize the unique style of tactical exchanges that define her play. We'll see. New move, up back 1+2. It's a mid, effective at catching the opponent's sidestep to the left. Okay, so it's gonna have that little like wind effect on it. All right, it can be canceled or returned to crouching though its startup is somewhat slow, so it's not a fast attack. Maybe 20 frames, maybe 21. Oh, and they're trying to give you little tricks here. Use the cancel, then go for a parry. Helps suppress the opponent's attempts to retaliate, making it effective to go for mix-ups with 1+2 or down 1+2 once they become hesitant to respond. They're really trying to tell you how to play, huh? Okay, so forward 2 now hits opponents more reliably when they step to the right. Interesting. Is that gonna have an effect too, a wind effect? Okay. After count hit down, so this is the low here that she does the little quick swipe. Okay, I never knew it had issues connecting with follow-ups. I've never seen that happen before. So these are all the different, so this is the cancel to crouch, and I guess this is to standing, possibly. So down back 1+2 is another new move. You can now gain gusto by inputting down back 1+2 on hit 1. Okay. So this is a 3-ring. What is that? What is that? Oh, she can cancel the low with the crouch. Interesting. So she can go for some mix-ups with that. So forward 2 and back. So 2 fairy stuff. Adjusted the opponent's behavior on down hit. They probably don't flip over anymore. They probably just roll away, I'm sure. All right, so down 1+2. So everyone was correct. We were correct when we saw that in the trailer. The low, if it hits them, the damage is weaker and the opponents get up faster by 8 frames. So it's going to be harder for her to get guaranteed damage. I'm sure she still does, but it's probably not the forward 2 anymore. Or at least maybe not like at a distance or something. We'll see. So down 3+4 cans. They changed the damage from 5 to 20 to 5 to 15. Okay, a 5-point reduction. 442. Yeah, they said the tracking buff. So this is the running, homing, hottest plus. Slight damage reduction by 3 points. So this is the little kick she has, the little full crouch kick. It used to be a wall bounce in Tekken 7. They made it even slower, and they made the chip damage weaker with more pushback on block. Very interesting stuff. So I guess it might be possible to backdash or down 1+2 after you block this. We'll see. All right, so this is the gusto up 1+2, the big jumping hammer that spikes, hard spikes. So, okay, there's going to be some more damage scaling. All right, gusto running 1+2. It's no longer a 30 damage, launcher is 26. Still quite a bit of damage though. Okay, so 1+2 expanded the downward hitbox. Wait, so she might be able to hit AOP with this? Possibly, we'll see, we'll see. So while crouching 3+4, okay. Increase the distance from the opponent on the down hit with the first hit. That's good for her, I guess. Right, all right. Reduce the recovery time on count hit by 8 frames. That's a pretty big nerf. Adjusted the frame advantage from +25 to +17. Although moves with startup to 17 frames will still function as grounded combos. The displayed frame advantage made this difficult to understand, so it's been adjusted. Okay. All right, so I don't know anything about Azucena, so we could just skim through this. But all right, she excels at applying pressure. The tricky movement combined with stance transitions, keeping opponents off balance. Yeah, she's real difficult to fight if you don't know. All right, so she's got a new move, sidestep 4. That's a new low. And so many characters are getting new low attacks with crouching status, or like a move that crouches. It's a lot of moves that are catered to getting around highs, I see. Leveraging The crouching state is easily allowed for follow-ups as wild rise of 1. So that's if you hit with it, it's frame advantage, okay. And that can't be interrupted, I assume. All right, adjusted the tracking on 4 and forward 3. Okay, is that I don't know what those moves are. I've never played with Asa Center yet. But yeah, she's got a new low mowing kick. Okay. Yeah, all of these looks like buffs. I like that they don't put the pluses and minus here anymore. You guys noticed that so far? As of reading these patches, it's just balance. And they decide if it's a, a plus or a minus. We just have to read it and accept it. That's something else. Okay. So 4, 1 plus 2. Oh, so she gets Oki from this. Maybe this was a move that sent them flying. I don't know what that is. So down forward, 1 4. That's the mid high that jails. And then this is the high and this is the mid. So the behavior hit. Okay, it allowed for a ground combo. Okay, cool. Buffs. So 3, 2. I don't even know what that is. So she's getting a lot of like good hard knockdowns with guaranteed follow-ups. Damage increased to this 4 forward 4. Heat smash expanded the hurt box. Okay. But does she still, I guess she still goes to Libertator if she whiffs it. We'll see. So these the heat moves. All right, cool. So she's just got nothing but buffs. Nothing but buffs. That is crazy. I wouldn't say she needed buffs like that though, because she still has the hard spike, and I don't think they mentioned removing hard spikes. Okay, now this is a big one here, Brian. All right, Brian is a character that excels at restricting the opponent's movement with strong pressure tools while aiming for counter hits by timing his responses to the opponent's retaliation. Season 3 readjusted his moves, particularly those that gain properties by while holding Snake Eyes to better balance their risk and reward, refining his overall set of neutral game options. Refining, I like that one. Okay. New move during sidestep. 2-1. Made it possible to cancel the second hit. Oh, by holding back. Oh, so he's going to spin around and not go for the high. You're going to duck, try to punish, and he'll punish you. All right. Wow, that's something else. And that move was super hit confirmable. His sidestep 2-1. Okay, so for the move during Snake Eyes, Incinerator. Its offensive options tended to become too one-sided. Adjustments have been made to allow for offense and defense to shift more easily. For during Snake Eyes time with the opponent's attack 4-4 1 plus 2, we have increased the amount of heat timer consumed and adjusted the opponent's behavior on hit to reduce his overall reward. So what does it do on hit? That's going to be interesting. So yeah, this is the new moves. Sidestep 2-1 that he can cancel. Reduce recovery on the first hit by 4 frames. Wow, it's a buff. Increasing frame advantage on hit from +1 to +5. Wow. Reduce their recovery on block. There's no change to the frame advantage. Okay. Reduce the input window for the second hit. Okay, so it's not going to be as hit confirmable. 3 frames is a lot when you're trying to hit confirm something. All right, modify the opponent's behavior on block on the second hit. So from -5 to -9 and less pushback on block. That's good. That is great. Down 4. All right, what did they do to this little pesky low? Adjusted collision detection, reducing the distance between characters on hit and on block. Adjusted the hurt box and the distance on block to reduce situations where attacks will whiff. Yes. Because Brian could space this. He didn't even have to space it a lot of times. The punish would just whiff. While standing forwards would just whiff. Okay, so back 3 1 plus 2. That's the kick that can go into crouch, but he's got the overhead smash with it. The opponent behavior on counter hit has changed. I can't remember what it did. All right, back 4. Modified the opponent's behavior when hit from behind. That could be a very huge nerf. Because if he got behind you and you were at the wall, he could do so many of those. And you would have to turn around with an attack, then get jet upper. So that might be a huge, huge nerf. So up for 1. Adjusted the opponent's behavior on down hit. No idea. All right, so this is the string. Adjusted so that when the first or second hit lands as front facing or side hit, the opponent now turns to face the attacker. I guess that is a good thing for him. Taunt, increase the distance from the opponent on a down hit. Remove the special extended input buffer window that made during heat. Okay, heat smash easier to connect as most. Okay. We'll see about that one. It's probably still going to be possible. Okay, so sidestep 1. This is his high backhand. Behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. I wonder what that's going to do. This could be a huge buff. Because right now it just hits you. And I think on counter hit, he gets a guaranteed follow-up. But yeah, that could be a huge buff for him. We'll see. All right, so Snake Eyes. This is the incinerator. Look at all these nerfs. All right, consumption of the remaining heat has been changed from minus 150 frames to minus 210. So he's gonna use a lot more heat every time he does it now. Maybe instead of doing it 3 times, maybe he can only do it twice before running out of heat. Recovery time on the third hit on block and whiff increased by 5 frames. That is great. And on block is from minus 2 to minus 7. Yeah, if he stops the string, he's more minus. That's great. Recovery time when blocking the 4th hit has been reduced by 7. Frame advantage has been, it's actually punishable now. Minus 3 to minus 10. So he just can't spam that move all day. The 5th hit. This is the move that was minus 10 and pretty much unpunishable. Reduced by 3 frames. Frame advantage on blocks changed from minus 10 to minus 13. Reduce the distance on blocks. So yes, it should be punishable. It's all a natural combo. And it's something he can do after he hits a ton. Reduce the hitbox size of the 4th and 5th attacks only when the opponent's behind the character. Okay, because yeah. All right, that is lots of nerfs to Incinerator. Long overdue. All right, so this is the Snake Eyes to enhance his combo ender. All right. When the first or second hit lands as a front-facing side hit, the opponent now turns to face the attacker. That's a buff. Increase the distance between the opponent and attacker when the 6th hit connects as an air hit. Oh, okay. So this is the low-high nerf right here. You guys remember at TWT, he did this move after a taunt on some kind of a tech roll. It was like a tech trap, and then he can get a heat burst guaranteed. Speaking of heat burst, there's no mention of that yet. There is no mention of it. Never mind. Okay, Snake Eyes 441 plus 2 uses 300 frames of the heat. All right, cool. Change the chip damage from 14 to 10. That's great. All right, so this is when he absorbs it. Yeah, it changes the behavior of the opponent on hit. Uses a lot more heat. All right, that's great. During Slither step 1 plus 2. So this is this Requiem? I think this is Requiem. I could be wrong. No more chip damage. That's great. I know Requiem does do chip damage. All right, so forward 3. This is the knee. Hitbox has been reduced to mitigate unintended occurrences of hitting people who are behind you. Well, I know the Brian players are not gonna like that. The forward 3 being nerfed. So if you step the move and press into it, he won't counter hit you, hopefully. So down forward 4, this is his homing mid, kind of slow. Expanded the hitbox downward. Okay, that's a buff. While rising 1+2, this is launcher. Never seen that happen before. Hitting someone with the fisherman slam on airborne opponents, I never seen that. Okay, during slither step 4-1. Never seen that. So it's just a couple bug fix. But yeah, he got nerfed. Wow, that's pretty big. I'm surprised they finally nerfed Brian like significantly. He's still really strong because this move here, Snake Eyes 4-4-1+2, is still not a true power crush. Yeah. It just uses more heat and it does something different on hit. Less chip damage. But yeah, the incinerator took a really hard hit. Forward 3 took a hard hit, down 4 took a really hard hit. But he does gain new shenanigans, sidestep 2-1. Alright, so Brian got hit pretty hard. He got hit harder than Anna. That is interesting. Okay, Claudio. What do they say here? He's a character who controls the neutral game with strong mid and high range tools, applying distinctive offense through the use of Starburst. All right, season 3 system-wide adjustments made it more difficult to maintain it, so a new move has been added that allows him another option to gain Starburst. Additionally, we have adjusted the feel and usability of his core moves to help him better showcase his unique characteristics. New move, up back 2. Orbit Slice, it's a mid, gain Starburst on hit. Easy to use option for gaining Starburst during neutral. Don't tell me this is his Tekken 7 Season 4 new move. His old 4-4-1+2. So it's good to use near the wall. All right, we'll see. Okay, let's go to the changes here. 4, 3+4. I don't even know what that attack is with him. Change the frame advantage from -8 to -4. Now deals chip damage. Adjusted the tracking to make it likely to hit opponents stepping to the right. So it's probably got that new wind effect on it. I don't even know what his 3+4 is. The distance on hit has been reduced, so they just super buffed this move. Change the opponent's behavior on aerial hit. What is forward 3+4 with Claudio? I don't know. Okay, up forward 2. I think that's his jumping mid that's plus. So they buffed it. They made it faster. It's a solid 21 frames. They made the hitbox bigger downward. But it says it's easier to now evade with lateral movement. We will see. We will see. So down forward 3-1. This is the mid into the mid that just sends the opponent flying. And it's super hit confirmable. All right, let's see. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. So it's, ooh, -14 now. That is great. If he commits to it, he can really get punished. That's really good. All right, so back 3-3. This is the knee into the overhead. Increase the recovery on block by and on whiff by 2 frames, adjusting from -10 to -12. That is great. That's how it used to be in Tekken 7. Okay, so this is his unblockable, I assume. Reduce the tracking. I never had a problem with it. No one even used it. Wow, sidestep 4, major nerf. Counter hit is just a regular hit now. So he doesn't get a guaranteed follow-up. No guaranteed yeehaw. All right, so this is the up forward 3+4 2. Enhance the tracking on second hit when it connects as an air hit. Reduced the, okay, he pretty much got nerfed. More minus frames, more punishability, less tracking on the unblockable. Sidestep 4, that's huge though. Yeah, that's a huge nerf for Claudio. Okay, now Clive, oh lord. What did they do for Clive? How many? I know he's got a bazillion. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't have a bazillion. Okay. I almost want to skip Clive. I know they're coming for him with the nerfs. Okay, he dominates mid to long range combat with his far reaching weapon attacks. Wide variety of techniques to drop on his dominant power. Wow. Okay, his playstyle is defined by the use of his unique. Okay, I just call it Zen. Overall balance adjustments changes to that. Please don't make him fill the bar up any faster. So new moves, up back 2 on hit or block and 2. Okay. Added a new technique that recreates Wicked Wheel from the original game. Never played it, so I don't know what Wicked Wheel is. All right. If the opponent blocks it, they are knocked back, creating distance. By taking advantage of this, he can shift the situation from point blank into mid-range combat where he excels. Oh goodness, I just said that. I hope they didn't make this fill up any faster. The Zanbar. Wow. So he's gonna gain more meter with 1-2, 4-4-2, while rise up 1-2. Those moves specifically, they say. All right, let's see. Up forward 2. That's the new move, the Wicked Wheel. Push back on block. Did they say it was a mid or not? I'm sure it's mid, right? All right. Okay, Phoenix Shift. Giga Flare can now be performed. Up forward 1+2. Is that his grab? So he can do grab from Phoenix Shift. That's interesting. Heat Smash. Hopefully they nerfed it, right? Recovery time has been reduced by 3. Advantage from +8 to +5. It had real pushback though. Hopefully they made it to where you can actually sidestep it. But I don't see it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's probably still homing. So 1-2, and yeah, he gets more Zanbar on hit. That's crazy. 2-2-2. That is, yo, that's good. So it's punishable now. -11. That's good. Okay, 2-2, 1+2. Wait, they made it safer? What? And it's a solid 27 frames. The last hit. And he can delay the last hit too. That's crazy. What? That's a random buff. 1+2. They reduced the hitbox size, so you can finally sidestep this, but it's still safe on block. His 1+2, the heat engager. I don't know why it's still safe. So back to recovery time reduced by 2 frames, making it from -4 to -6. And from +6 to +4 when transitioning. Okay, so that's the big high attack. I wonder if that's gonna like make certain buttons not guaranteed on hit. I don't know. So 4-4-2, that's the big sword attack. Increase the Zanbar. Okay, yeah, that's great to have. Running 2. Recovery time's been reduced from +14 to +8. That's pretty big. Still not enough though. +8 still has like some crazy advantages. Yeah, okay, yeah, while standing 1-2, more Zanbar. All right, this is the full crouch sword low. So on block is -13 instead of -12. Okay. All right, Phoenix Shift 2. That's just a quick mid sword attack. A little bit more minus, just 2 frames more minus. -9 on block. All right. All right, Phoenix Shift. So this is his low. Hell Sweep. Change the damage. Oh, so they buffed the damage on his Hell Sweep. And that's the one that gives Zanbar, I think. Okay, so we got some damage reductions. But this is all when used Okay, this is used when with no, it's both. It's both. It's both. I'm reading it wrong. All right. Change the damage from 55 to 48. I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah, from 80 to 75. So 5 points less. That's not that much. That's still a grip. When he lands his 1+4 with the full meter. Okay, yeah, Rage Art. Okay, forward 221+2. Only when the second hit lands, the tracking of the third hit's been improved. I can't believe they buffed Clive in anyway. That is crazy. Ah, snap. We got Devil Jin. The worst character in the game, right? Alright. He's a character with high execution difficulty, yet he can easily apply mix-ups using mid and low attacks stemming from the Wind God step. Alright. Made adjustments to improve the consistency of his air combos. Yeah, that's always been a problem. New move. While rising 1-4. This is a Tekken 7 move. Okay. We've brought back Twin Revival, a move that was in Tekken 7. While rising 13 knocks the opponent down on hit, making it a useful option to mix in, okay, after blocking certain moves. So its punishment got a major buff. Okay. Behavior in situations where the attacks will hit but follow-up offense will become unstable, such as during air combos when near a wall or transition of various stances, has been revived. All right, these adjustments make it easier for accurate inputs and precise decision making to reliably lead in intended outcomes. Okay, reinforces the character's identity as one that rewards high execution. All right. So the new move is just a returning move that he should have never lost in the first place. I don't know why they got rid of While Rising 1-4. Yeah, because they replaced it with While Rising 1-2 and 1-1 with the chain. So that all these moves, forward 3, down forward 2, all those moves that go into Morning Crow, better tracking when transitioning. That could be a little bit too good. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So this is the up laser. Expanded the attack hitbox downward. So this is for when his combos whiff. Yeah, this is a necessary buff. So this is the chain move. Damage dealt on hit chain, so there's no longer recoverable damage. Okay, so it's okay. You just lose that. That's a god move, by the way. It's up the chain move. It is so good. Okay, so up forward 3. That's the slow jumping plus frame attack. On hit from +7 to +13. Jump status frames adjusted. Okay, a little bit less time in there, I guess. I wonder, does he get a guarantee like back 1-2 or something? Or like down forward 4-4? Or maybe down forward 1-2? We'll see. That might be a really good change, up forward 3. Okay, this is the knee while rising 3. You can now use the move with cross dash. I thought he could already do that. Okay, during Morning Crow. So this is the kick backflip into the tailspin. Better hitbox. All right. Fix an issue where follow-up inputs cannot be buffered after the move hit. Okay, that's cool. So this is the enhanced laser cannon, where he ends with the laser attack. Okay, so some bug fixes. He's got a lot of like hitbox fixes and stuff. Reduce the hitbox when the opponent is behind. Oh, so that's a nerf. It is a bug fix, but still, he kind of benefited from that laser and all that stuff hidden behind him. So back 1-2, the opponent's behavior on side or back hits was corrected. There were cases it would fail to connect consistently. Never seen it happen. So back 2-3, this is his heat engager. Okay, so I guess sometimes the second hit will whiff. Yeah, these are like quality of life buffs. 4-4-4. The opponent can now turn to face forward on counter hit. So this is his leaping kick, the jumping mid attack. I guess it's just gonna make it easier for him to combo on counter hit. Okay, so this is the hill sweep. Okay, so he gets better follow-ups at the wall. Yeah, I think yeah, I think he had like regular hell sweep into forward 2 and back 4 at the wall. So now he's able to do the laser still and get a good combo. This is the slow homing mid. Okay, hitbox expanded downward. That's a quality of life buff. Morning Crow 1. No more swapping positions in certain situations. Yeah, all of these are big quality of life buffs. All of these. But I think the real big buff that he got is the return of Wild Riser 1-4. That's like the biggest buff that I've seen. Yeah, the twin revival. He just got an old move back that he should have never lost in the first place. Okay, so who do we got next? Got Dragunov. He excels at breaking down the opponent with straightforward mid and low attacks, applying pressure proactively. New moves were added and existing ones were revised with the goal of making it easier for him to initiate offense while preserving his core strengths. New move, up back 1. Okay, it's a high attack. Catches the right side movement. I don't understand. Dragunov had good tracking with down 2 just by itself. All right, we'll see. Okay, let's see. It's called the Hunter Hook. So it tracks really well against sidestep right. So it's gonna have that wind effect on it. All right, 3+4. You could use the move with while crouching 3+4. And while rising. Okay, I think that's the trooper roll, right? All right, time with the opponent's attack. You can use it during sneak. Down, back 1+2. Interesting. That's gonna look real funky, huh? So 4-1. More recovery time on whiff. I don't think that was ever a problem. Okay, 4-1+2. Oh, it got faster. That's his like rolling elbow attack. Looks like Brian's. More range too. All right, so while crouching, so this is the low attack that can go into the blue spark. Reduce the distance on block for the first attack, making it easier to punish. Tracking on the first hit was strengthened on grounded hit, reduced in. Okay, so that's only on grounded hit, not on standing opponents, I hope. Okay, hitbox reduce where will unintentionally strike opponents behind them. I've never seen that happen. So this is just a problem with a lot of characters. I see the rage arts being able to do follow-up attacks after it hits. Yeah, I haven't seen that with anyone. Not that I play with. Okay, 1-3-1. Okay. Quality of life. Back 3, that's the homing high kick. Okay. Quality of life buff. So this is the spinning grab, I think. The throw break input window became shorter than intended. I had no idea. Okay, so this could be a big one. Running 4 at the wall. Issue was fixed where follow-up attacks would fail to connect specifically against Fakaram. Oh, they did not nerf the damage. While rising 1-2. Hitbox been reduced. So he had a lot of like hidden behind him stuff, huh? Wow. But yeah, let's look at Eddie during Negativa 4-3+4. Natural combo. But it can be canceled. Okay. So he got a bunch of buffs, looks like. Yeah, look at that. During heat 3+4 from plus. Oh, that's a nerf though. Okay, they reduced the plus frames. I think that was the quick like lay down attack he did. Like he would fly at you and go into relax. So it's +5 now. That's a nerf. Level 1, that's his install. -14 now. Okay. That must be, I think this is the low attack. Yeah, during the handstand. And the level 2, so it's still, so no matter which one it is, level 1 and level 2, it's still gonna be -14. So some characters can launch punish it. And they made it a little bit weaker by 6 points. That's really good. All right, handstand back 4. That's the big spike, I think. From +7 to +5. 23 damage. Okay. This is the relaxed low natural combo. Adjusted the startup frame, so they made it slower. So Eddie's getting nerfed. I thought he was getting a bunch of buffs. Wow. They modified the reaction on counter hit for the second hit to improve follow-up opportunities. Okay, so sidestep 3. Behavior on counter hit. So is this now a easier move to launch with or something? I don't know. Down 2-3. Okay, just quality of life. This is his power crush. Okay, I never had an issue with that. All right, Fakaram. So Eddie got nerfed. Interesting, but Fakaram, let's see, what did they do to him? Okay, control the match through powerful offensive tools, strong pressure, focus on bug fixes. All right. So they didn't really give him much. Up forward 3+4, a new 2-hit attack that triggers an airborne tornado state. The hitbox of the first hit was set low, making it easier to use as an option for quickly confirming an airborne tornado. So Garuda Force, yeah, it removes, okay, it's removed when he ends. Oh, wow, he gets it from down 4 on counter hit? Wow, so down 4, I mean, it is launch punishable. That is very interesting. So this is the rolling elbow. Uh-oh. If it hits on counter hit, I think right now it didn't do anything on counter hit. So it might knock down or even counter hit launch. We'll see. So you land a counter hit, he gets Garuda Force. So that's going to be an interesting animation. And the opponent's behavior during trade was changed. So he's still going to get Garuda Force, I'm sure. Up forward 3. Oh, that's going to be a nerf. Yeah, that's a huge nerf. Up forward 3 was one of his best moves. It hit from so far away and it was very difficult to sidestep. All right, Rama stance was made cancelable with down back. I wonder how fast that cancel is going to be. So, okay, 3-1. Counter hit behavior. Never seen a second hit whiff. I played with Fakaram. I never had that happen. So 4-4-4. Wow, it unintentionally was able to evade attacks. The slow mid. Okay. So these are just some little bug fixes. All right. Garuda Force. Yeah, so Fakaram, that's down 4. That's the takeaway there. And whatever this new move is for a tornado. Yeah, so he got overall buffed, I would say. Very interesting stuff. Okay, Feng Wei. We're about halfway through the cast, I would say. Not really. We got a lot of characters left. What did they do to Feng Wei? Okay, new move. But let's read the goal. They're trying to make new moves transition into shifting clouds. All right, so back facing the opponent 3+4. So he goes to shifting clouds while back turn. Wow. So if you try to swing at him, you can possibly get launched. So Shifting Clouds 2 was adjusted, making it easier to transition into offensive situations. Wow, he could throw you during Shifting Clouds now. That's just like the Clive buff where he can do it through Phoenix Shift. That's interesting. You can use the move back turn. Okay, Heat Burst can be done during Shifting Clouds. Okay. Yinglong Mountain Crusher can be performed with 2+3. So this means it's Heat Smash. Alright, so Shifting Clouds just got a major buff. So back 4-3 plus 4. Just 3 points damage nerf, okay. Slide 4-3. From -7 to -3, that's a pretty big buff. That means he can freely move after you block that move. That's his like jumping attack where he spins and does a roundhouse on you. Now I think it launches on regular hit still. Okay, back 4. Distance from the opponent on blocks been reduced. Okay, so it's gonna be easier to punish. Yeah, that is -10 now as of season 2. Down back 2-2-2. Increase recovery from -11 to -15 and from 0 to -4 on hit. Adjusted the frame advantage on block for the 3rd hit. Interesting. -8 to -14. That move wasn't even that good. Okay. Okay, Shifting Clouds 2. More plus. That's when it's transitioning from a back turn state. It's +3. But overall it's 0 now. Okay. Yeah, from -3. Okay, that's interesting. Shifting Clouds 1. Hitbox expanded upwards. Cool, back 1. That's a whiff. Okay, that's a nerf. So Feng Wei, Shifting Clouds is the big winner. Able to grab from it, able to do Heat Smash. But overall, I don't know. I think he's just been nerfed. Okay, Heihachi, new move. What did they say? What did they do to him? So bugs and stabilize. All right. New move is up back 1+2. A new holdable mid attack, so we can charge it. Counter hit it allows a floor break to be triggered. So it's an animation on counter hit. Maybe he throws you or something. It could be held to introduce mind game potential. Proper use requires evaluating the opponent's actions and the surrounding situations. All right, yeah, bug fixes. Getting Kotsu Crusher. What a name. No more wall splat for Heat Smash. That's great. Right, 2-2. So they're standing on hit now instead of crouching. Okay, running 3. Less chip damage. Okay, this is the Heihachi Hunting Hawk. Better hitbox, downward. Spinning Demon 3. What? I've never seen that happen before with that move. Okay, up forward, 1+4, character dependent, yeah. Bug fixes. So wow, they didn't nerf anything about Warrior Instinct. None of the plus frames for any of his attacks. That is interesting. So Heihachi is just good to go. Okay, Harang. What did they do? Okay, pressure through its right flamingo, left flamingo. All right. What do they do? New move. Left flamingo 1+2 4. It allows air combos to be extended into floor-based stage gimmicks. What? What? Heroic didn't even need that. I wonder how good this move is gonna be in the neutral when he's rushing you down. So during right flamingo up 4, issue was resolved where differences in reach would occur depending on input timing. Okay, so air combo buffs. That's great. So yeah, you can change this. All right, down. This is his new low attack. That's annoying. Yeah. No more wall splat for heat smash. That's great. Back 1. Oh my god. Yo, that is a huge nerf. Someone block is launch punishable now. Just for his backswing, his little stepping punch move. That's crazy. It doesn't even do anything on counter hit. It's just it doesn't heat engage or anything. It's one of the worst of those types of moves. It's really good at evading stuff, but minus 15? That was a big nerf. I don't know why, but okay. So while rising 2-3, that's his while standing launcher. A first attack damage buff. Tracking was strengthened. Okay, no more whiffing the second hit. Right stance 3-4. Increase the recovery time on whiff by 3 frames. So this is the backlash. Adjusted the opponent's behavior on block. All right. Maybe they don't turn sideways. I don't know. Okay, so 1-2 forward 4. Damage decrease. Okay. Interesting. So this is they didn't change like the 2 into the flappy kicks. That's like the main thing that I know most Harangs were probably worried about for season 3. So besides the back 1, Harang is good to go. Better combos, bug fixes. All right. Okay. Yeah, so he's overall buffed, I would say. No, nerf. He's nerf. Yeah, we don't care about the combos. That back 1 though. We just have to see what his new move does. Okay, Jack. Yeah, my nemesis. Joe Crush, Anakin, Joey Fury, all those guys. All right. Did they buff Jack? Applying mid-range pressure, explosive power while engaging with mind games to incorporate gamma charge. Major adjustments were not made to the fundamental balance of his existing moves. Instead, changes were focused on situations where follow-ups would fail to connect, where whiffs, oh my goodness. Buffs. Back 3+4, a new mid attack that is easy to use up close. On hit, well, oh my goodness. So he gets the guaranteed crouch throw if this move connects, whatever this is. It's a mid. I wonder if it's actually punishable. Mimesis Rusty Nail. So is that gonna be like it's a Gigas move, right? I wonder what is that attack gonna look like. Back 3+4. Okay, so during heat forward 1+2, they face forward on a side hit. All right, so that's just a bug fix or something. 1-1 and 4-4-1. The behavior of the opponent on counter has been changed. Modify the opponent's behavior when hit from the back. Yeah, oh, I don't know what that's gonna look like. 4-4-1 or 1-1 on counter hit. Interesting. So this is his knee into Gamma Howl. Recovery reduced by 1 frame. That's great. That's a nice buff. Okay, 1+2. This is his homing. Okay, so that's a move I saw Joe Crush. He was complaining about his double spinning homing move, automatic launch. So it's not gonna whiff anymore. So I think the little king bug where he can crouch throw through it is not gonna work anymore. 1+2. All right, let's see. What did they do to this move? This, I believe, is his. I think this is his. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is Power Crush. More reach. Distance of the opponent on the first hit has been reduced, but on block is different too. All right, all right. So forward 3+4 again. No, that's the first time. That's first time. Okay, forward 3+4. Reduce recovery time. So that's the little. It looks like he headbutts you. So it's even better. Reduce recovery time going to Gamma How by 4 frames. Huh. All right. It already guaranteed like a Gamma How forward too, I believe, on regular hit. Down forward 4, the distance from the opponent or counter hit has been reduced. That's a buff. That's his quick little mid kick. He gets a guaranteed back 1+2 heat engager. All right, so down 1+2. Okay, this is a nerf. This is huge launcher that crushes highs. The distance on block has been reduced. Great. So down back 2, you hold it full charge. Reduce the startup by 1 frame. Okay, that's good for him. Back 1+2. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks will whiff. So that's a nerf. But it's not a nerf to the tracking. That move is so busted. Back 1+2, where he just does the quick heat engager. You can't even step that move. It's real hard to step that move. All right, so up forward 3. This is his jumping low. Recovering time on hit was reduced by 17 frames. Okay. So this is his launcher failsafe here, I guess. The mid. Okay. What? He can just do that? The first attack is a homing move, I think. Reduce the recovery time, and it's from -11 to -9, so he can spam that move. That is crazy. Why did they? Okay. While crouching 1+2, 1+2, enhance the tracking on the first hit. When it connects or is blocked, reduced it. Okay. That's okay. So this is the windmills here. Yeah, I've never seen this. Is like a bug fix here. All right, so down forward 1+4. Down forward 1+4. So this is the debugger. Yeah, bug fix. Running shoulder. Adjusted collision detection, making it easier to hit. Running 1+2 is really easy to hit though. Rising 3. Unified the tracking with 3. Oh, it was different at first? It's the same attack. Okay. So Gamma How forward 2, that's the little mid drill that's unsafe. Okay, a bug fix. Okay, side throws. There was a timing for the throw break animation was delayed. I had no idea. So Jack just got buffed. Especially this move. Full forward 1+2, 2. No longer it was barely unsafe. -11. Sometimes like some characters' jabs will whiff that attack. So that's crazy. And then whatever the new move is, the back 3+4, we're gonna see. Like he got buff. That is crazy. Okay, so Jin, what do they do for Jin? Hopefully a bunch of nerfs. During heat, I think we saw that down forward 2. That's his little homing swipe mid. He does like a backhand or something. They showed it in the trailer. Only during heat. Okay, so he got a bunch of hitbox and stuff like that, adjustments. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the direction here. Looks like he's getting buffed. So that's the new move, Awakened Fiendish Claw. I wonder what all it does and how much damage it does. All right, so the heat smash, the boot to the wall. No more wall splat. Reduce the hitbox when the opponent's behind. Yeah, that was Jin was like he was the most like prime offender of this, hitting people behind you with the heat smash. The second, well, the last hit, the boot, they buffed the damage of it. Okay, so he got some compensation for it. All right. During heat 441+2, that was the new move he got in season 2. They're making it faster, and it's using less heat. Okay. That was like the jumping, I think it was a homing attack. Devil Step 1. All right, all right. Wait, what is Devil Step? I think Devil Step is the heat, right? I hope that's not Crouch Dash 1. Yeah, I think that's his heat Thunder God Fist or something. No longer punishable. Interesting. The distance, so I think this is his old school electric. That's a buff. Because it was plus, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 4. Reduce the distance between the characters on the first hit, whether it connects or is blocked. Okay, so that's just, wait, modified the opponent's reaction on counter hit for the third hit. 1, 2, 4 on counter hit is gonna do something. Hopefully it's not a launcher. Maybe it just knocks you down, like a hard knockdown where he gets a guaranteed Crouch Dash 1 or something. Okay, so 2, 4, they changed to, maybe it's no longer a strong aerial tailspin. Okay, so down 2, they changed the behavior on counter hit again? What? I wonder what it's gonna do. Okay, can kicks. Increase the distance from the opponent on a down hit with the first hit. Okay, Savage Sword. All right, yeah. I guess this just reduces like pickups and stuff like that. Unintended pickups. No more wall stagger. All right. Yeah, okay. 1 + 2. Okay, this is a bug fix. That's a buff. Down 4. Hitbox expanded upwards. Okay, that's a buff. Now, June, I'm not even going to get into this because I don't know anything about June. So this looks like, what's this? A new move is 3-1. Fast move as a guaranteed punish, so her up forward 1 is an amazing punish as it is. I wonder if this move is better some kind of way. Yeah, I don't know too much about June. Let's go to the next character. Who is next after June? Kazuya. All right. What are they gonna say about him? This is interesting. All right. New move during devil form is, oh, this was in the trailer. 1, 1, 2, hold down. So this would cause them to switch. This one is gonna, okay. Well, it said will force him into disadvantageous orientations depending on the situation. Right, so if the wall was behind the opponent, he will put himself at the wall. All right. So he could do, maybe he can keep doing the same move. He can switch or not, depending on where he is. So the behavior of counter hit down back 2. Ooh, okay. Since the move can trigger a floor break on counter, it has been made easier to incorporate it to offense starters in close range mind games. So that's the little slow overhead move that used to knock down on Tekken 7. It's called the Devil Inferno, this new move. 1, 1, 2, hold down. That's where he does the laser at the end. We saw it in the trailer. Wow, they sped it up, down back 2. From 20 to 18. Counter hit is going to be something new. It's going to cause a wall break, I think they said, or floor break, one of the two. I just read it. But yeah, that's a buff. Behavior on blocks change from crouching to standing. And it's -4 on blocks, so he can move. That's a huge buff to down back 2. All right, so the up forward 4 string. Increase the distance from the opponent on down hit with the first hit. Is that a nerf after down back 1-2 on heat dash? We'll see. Sidestep 4-1. Reduce the recovery by 1 hit. So this is gonna be good for him, like in combos, to get his heat burst. So down back 1-2. During wall combos extremely close, reduce the forward movement in order to alleviate a situation. Okay. So maybe they're talking about something like getting a resplat with this. Down forward 2. Increase downward hitbox. Down forward 3-1. That's the knee into the high hook. Okay, that's just bug fixes. Down back 3. Wow, it was missing certain situations. I didn't know that. So back 1-2, enhance the tracking on the first hit. Okay, so he's got a bunch of bug fixes. Okay, twin pistons. I've never seen the first hit connect on twin pistons and the second hit whip. Okay, so heat timer would not recover. Yes, okay, cool. So it's just a bunch of bug fixes. Oh snap, guys, it's time. King Season 3. What are the changes? All right. King is characterized by close range mind games centered around his wide variety of throws. Season 3 adjustments were made to temper aspects of his toolkit that have become overly reliant on regular strikes while preserving his strength as a character with numerous throws. As a result, his throw techniques can now be utilized more strategically. All right, let's see what that means. New move, approach the opponent. Quarter circle back 1+3. A new throw? What? He got a launch and throw? A new throw that triggers a tornado state. This expands the attack routes that can be developed from throws, making it easier to make decisions based on the opponent's situation and positioning. Okay, so alright. Interesting. A new launching throw. So finally the grappler gets a launching throw, not like Ling Xiaoyu and Martial Law and Jack. Alright. Interesting. So during sidestep 2+4, by using up 2+4, down 2+4 during Jaguar sprint, it's now possible to evade opponent's attacks and transition directly into a throw. What in the world are they doing? Wow. By combining movement with offensive options, the range of mind game possibilities has been expanded. So he can run at you now during Jaguar sprint and do that evasive move that goes under highs. Still with the throw, chain throw at the end. That's still gonna be real telegraphed, but that's crazy. Elevating spine cracker is the name of the move. That's gonna be interesting to see. What is this new move gonna look like? I'm assuming it's a one break. So during sidestep 2+4, yeah, you could do it during Jaguar sprint. All right, so here it is, the string 3-2-2. It's been nerfed a million times already. So what do they got for us now? Hitbox around the main body of the first hit has been expanded to alleviate issues of whiffing at close range. Enhance the tracking on mid-air hit of the second hit, reducing instances where the third hit would whiff. Oh, it got buffed. I'm surprised they buffed that move. We would delay it to make sure that the third hit wouldn't whiff. So now they're holding our hand. All right, cool. So forward 2+3, this is his shoulder barge, heat engager. Wow, from -9 to -5? What? Let me take a pause real quick, guys. This doesn't feel real. Why would they give him that? So he could do shoulder and move now. Okay, so all right, down forward 2. Reduce the hitbox to make it less likely to hit people stepping to the right. All right, so down forward 2 got a big nerf. You can finally step it reliably to the right if you're a regular character. All right, so down forward 3. Adjusted the tracking performance to make it more likely to hit opponents stepping to the right. I guess sometimes against Lily, she could still step that move to the right. All right, so up forward 2. This is the big elbow drop. Change the damage from 35 to 40. This is interesting. Maybe it's going to be more usable after like counter hit 441 or something. Uh-oh. Sidestep 2. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Oh goodness. Yo, our community member, Tenfu Ibis, is back. Yeah, he was like the overlord of sidestep 2 in Tekken 7. So this is probably gonna hit them just like a counter hit 441. Maybe it's gonna guarantee a people's elbow. Alright, so during standing healed hold, the recoverable damage taken when a throw was broken was removed. So does this mean it's back to how it used to be? Like this is 2+3 chain throws, like crouch dash 2+3. So it's not gonna be recoverable damage. He just takes the damage now. Okay, so 1+2, 3. An issue with damage being lower when triggering tornado was fixed. This could be a good buff to his combos. We'll see. Airborne throws, okay. Opponent's hurt box became smaller when the tornado was triggered. Okay, so King overall got buffed. Yeah, he overall got buffed. Down forward 3, 100% sidestep right. It might have a wind effect now. Up forward 2 got stronger. Sidestep 2 got stronger. Jaguar sprint into the little sidestep move. A new launching throw. Yeah, that is crazy. And they buffed the wall combo ender. So that means he still goes into Jaguar sprint. So King is still pretty OD. But down forward 2, that nerf is huge though. Because now you can step him to the right even harder. Like he was already very weak against sidestep right. So now he's gonna have to rely on homing and down forward 3. Okay, yeah, that is crazy. King got buffs. Maybe now more Kings besides the John will be able to actually do well in tournaments. We'll see, we'll see. All right, so Kuma and Panda. Wow, I'm taken aback by that. King, the shoulder barge being -5 now? What in the world? So during heat, down back 4 on hit 1. So he's got like a hell sweep. He's got an enhanced hell sweep. Ah, it's gonna be a hard spike, so floor break. That's crazy. I thought they were gonna be removing a lot of stuff that trigger stage hatches, but they're adding more. Spinning Kuma uppercut. Wow. Spinning Panda flight. So is it gonna be different for them or is it gonna look the same? Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of skimming through this. I'm trying to get to Lee. Probably should have done this a different way. I'm still tripping over the King buffs. What in the world? Oh snap, we got Lars. What are they gonna do for him? Characterizes his ability to close distance using dynamic entry and silent entry transitions, breaking down the opponent through rapid close range engagements. Season 3's offensive options were streamlined and adjustments were made to make it easier to suppress the opponent's lateral movement at close range. Bro, season 3 is like season 2 again. They're buffing stuff that doesn't need to be buffed. Well, you just heard the king buffs. Up forward 1. It's a new move that allows a second hit of up forward 1 down to be canceled, enabling a transition into limited entry when up forward 1 on hit down 1. Well, down is performed. Okay. I think up forward 1 is his old 1+2. Yeah, that's his old Tekken 6 1+2. Adjustment made easier to suppress the movement back, the tracking of back 2-3. But which direction? Wow, he can hit confirm back 2-3? Just like he can already hit confirm back 2-1. But that's punishable, so now he can do the, wow, okay. The return on dynamic entry 1+2 was revived, improving the post block situation, making it easier to use as an offense starter. Yeah, this is the new move, the returning move, alternating current, okay. So the input of his 10 string is up back 1 now instead of up forward 1. Okay, down 2. The behavior of the opponent with counter hit has changed. Uh-oh. I think on counter hit, this was a hard knockdown. They were face down head towards. So, oh my goodness, what is this gonna be? Is this gonna be a launcher now? Okay, so back to huge buff. Running 1. Change the opponent's behavior on aerial hit. So it might not be a strong aerial tailspin anymore. We'll see. Dynamic entry 1+2. Adjusted the opponent's behavior on normal hit. So I think his 1+2 was a launcher, if I'm not mistaken. In previous games, I don't remember what it was on Tekken 8. -10 to -1. Chip damage from 20 to 24. So it's just going to be a good entry tool, just like they said. Silent entry 1. That is the heat engager palm attack. Recovery time reduced by 3 frames. Okay. Advantage on blocks been changed. All right, that's good. That's a nerf. And the distance on block has been reduced. Okay, that's good. That's good. Silent entry 2. Behavior on counter hit has been changed. No swapping, so it's probably not going to be a launching counter hit low anymore. Okay. That's a pretty big nerf. Forward 1+2. This is Arc Blast. They fixed, wait. Oh, so you can do a running forward 1+2 now, instead of it always being running 1. Same thing with running shoulder. Okay, those are quality of life buffs. Down back 1-3. Yeah, I've never seen that. Okay. Looks like a nerf for Lars. That's good. Silent 1+2. This is his power crush. Okay, so yeah. Sometimes when you would do the stump with Lars, his dynamic entry 3+4 into silent entry, this move here will go through a lot of attacks. Like some characters could not even punish it with anything besides Wild Rising 4, despite it being -14. So that's a huge nerf. All right, silent entry. This is the floor break move, the 2-hitter. Okay, expanding the hurt box. Okay, so Lars got some nerfs, but he got some pretty big buffs too. So he's been buffed and nerfed. All right, Law. Oh goodness, what are they gonna do to Law? What are they gonna do to this cheesy character? What are they gonna do to Ninja Killer? All right, up back 1+2, a new high attack, homing properties. Making it easier to continue offense even when blocked. We're off to a great start. All right, it can be performed from a crouching state. That is great. That is really great. Improved performance for perfect inputs. New option has been added, which while Ryzen 4, scoring a counter hit can lead into a guaranteed 4-1 follow-up. Okay, back facing opponent. A new move. You can use the new move back turn. All right. And you would use it with up back 1+2. Okay, heat smash. Yeah, no more wall splat. That's great. 1+2 nunchuck. Distance from the opponent on block has been reduced. Reduce the amount of heat timer recovery on hit. It should be completely gone. Why would they reduce it to... Wow, that's crazy. I thought they were gonna remove heat regeneration. They're just like, we'll just make it give them back less. That still defeats the purpose. So down 1-3. The low, wow, the first hit is faster, 19 frames. Okay, but on counter hit it's no longer gonna be a launcher. Dragon charge 1. Wow, he got buff. +3 instead of -1. That is crazy. So the startup of this is his heat engager from Dragon Sign stance. 14 to 13 frames, but only when the perfect input. So you got to do the blue stuff to make it fast. The distance between him and the opponent has been increased, but only with the blue one. Okay. So it's probably still -10. So they're making it more important to do the blue stuff. Okay. Wow, they're kind of buffing Law. That is crazy. Oh, and they made it easier to do the blue stuff, like as fast as possible. Wow, so Law just got buffed. Like these little nerfs don't even matter. He got a new homing high that's plus. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, so Lee, this is one of my characters. What did they do to Lee? I'm sure he got buffed too. Excels in keep out moves, punishes, and returns gained from perfect input. Heat options were streamlined. Adjustment focus on offense centered around Hitman. I was about to call it Heatman. These changes were made to make stance selection easier according to the situation. So the new move is to slide into Hitman stance. Okay. So during Hitman 1+2, updated so it can transition to either standing or back into Hitman after the move. That's a pretty big buff. So he doesn't have to be locked into Hitman anymore from Hitman 1+2. So during Hitman, what is that? Forward 2-1 was added as a new option. Okay. So Ryzen 1 for perfect input. Wonderful combo cardinal. So he's got a buff in his punishment. That's gonna be a lot of damage. This Ryzen 1 for 13 frames. It did a lot of damage, like 34, I think. Okay, so while crouching the slide. Yeah, slide goes to Hitman. Yeah, that was on the trailer. Misstep 3+4. That can go to Hitman 2. 4-2-1. You can use that during Hitman. That's good. Pretty good hit confirmed. So the heat smash. Changed the startup. Expanded the downward hitbox. So it got buffed. Okay. Alright, so this move here that people had a problem with. Down forward 3+4 on heat. No longer homing. So you can evade it now. That's weird though. It's a roundhouse. So it's more tracking against sidestep left. Because that's the direction this kick is coming from. Recovery time on blocking has been increased, so it's +2 now. Okay. That's interesting. So down 1 +2. What is this now? During heat. So it's a perfect 18 frames now. And this is tracking against sidestep, right? Recovery time on block reduced from +6 to +4. So he's got a lot of like buffs and nerfs. Full forward 2 into misstep. Transition on misstep is now possible on hit or block. Huh? I thought he could already do that. So Hitman 2 expanded the hitbox downward to make the move more likely to connect against downed opponents. That could be huge. That could be really huge. Hitman 2, the elbow. I'm already thinking of like, you know, a tornado. You do back 4 into Hitman 2, and that'd be a combo. That could be really big for Lee. All right, so Hitman 1 +2. Yeah, okay. Was changed to during Hitman 1 +2, 3 +4. So that's how you can manually go back to Hitman instead of it automatically. So from block, it's from -5 to -3. And from +6 to +8 on hit. Adjust the opponent's behavior when the second hit connects after a counter hit on the first hit, unifying it with the behavior on normal hit. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I think they would just fly back on counter hit if the second hit would connect. But that's huge. So now Hitman 1 +2 on block can set up to the power crush Hitman 3, even against jabs now, I'm sure. That's huge. All right, so Hitman down or up. Change so that the move can be canceled to crouch and stay with down back. Oh wow, so he's got more leeway. He's got more like usability, more movement. So all right, this is the asset rain. What do they do? Behavior on side hits and backs were corrected. It will fail to connect. Okay, that's a buff, slight buff. Oh, they took away the glitch, so he got nerfed. Yeah, no more sending them flying high and getting the hard spike. Okay. Down 3. Hitbox has been reduced to mitigate unattended occurrence of hidden opponents behind you. I can't say I've seen it happen. So Hitman 1. Hitbox expanded downwards. That's a high attack. Interesting. So Lee overall, I would say he got buffed with the Hitman 1 +2 with those buff frames on hit and on block. That's pretty big. And down 4, 3 +4, you can step in now, but he's +2 now. Yeah, and the Hitman 2, I don't know what that's gonna do. It might hit grounded. It flips over, by the way. If it hits like a low wall slump or something, hits the opponent's side roll and it flips them over. So that might be something you could use in combos now. But yeah, I think he's overall buffed. So he can do more pokes. Okay, Leo, I can skip this character entirely. Yeah. Okay, Leroy. Let's go to Leroy. Yeah, it looks like Leo pretty much got buffed from what I'm looking at. That is crazy. Yeah, this is like season 2 all over again. So yeah, you can do back 1 +2 during Hermit. All right. Hermit 2 had its block situation revised so it can serve as a more reliable point for continuing offense. The return of Hermit 2-3 was adjusted, making it easier to develop pressure interesting. So he's just got hermit buffs. Forward 2, 3, 4. That's his 3-hit string. Starts with a homing high. Or at least it used to be homing. Oh, so that, yeah, it was homing in Tekken 7. The forward 2 was. Yeah, you can tell I haven't played Leroy in Tekken 8 at all. Okay. The reaction on counter hit for the third hit. That's interesting. Wonder what that's gonna look like. So down 4, 1, 2, 1 plus 2. Wow, that's a counter hit combo now. That's really good. So on block is minus 14 now. Okay, so it's more punishable, but it's an actual counter hit tool. Down 2, 3. Damage buff slightly. His low high string. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff, guys. These are a lot of lines. So forward 1 plus 2. Hitbox expanded upwards. Yeah, every character got some kind of a hitbox buff of some sort. Yeah, look at this. Lots of stuff. So Leroy's just buffed. Oh, Lydia. This should be interesting. She could do heat burst and heat smash during her horse stance. New offensive routes are now available in both grounded situations and air combos. Move has been adjusted to function more flexibly. It's an option. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, so management of heaven and earth. That's interesting now. Certain moves while used in heaven and earth level is a high new mechanic that was added. Okay. So what are they gonna do? I really want to know what they do to Heaven and Earth 2 and 1 plus 2. All right, let's see. During heat 1 plus 2. Okay, that's just a bug fix. All right, so this string here, second hit, damage decrease for all of those moves. Okay. Yeah, these are like, this is a charge move here. Okay, so this is a 3-hit string with the blue stuff. Unified the opponent's behavior on mid-air hit with the powered up version. Okay, so that's a buff. Quarter circle forward 2. What is our quarter circle forward 2? I don't even know what that is, but it got a damage reduction. Okay, I don't even know. She had a super move input? I had never seen that before. QCF2. Damage reduction. Full circle 4 is a damage reduction too. So she needed some damage reductions. Change the move to power up based on heaven and earth level. So horse stance 1 plus 2. I think that's the quick mid move that makes you like sit on your butt. At least that's what I'm thinking. So these look like buffs from what I'm reading. Okay, so no more removing the recoverable gauge for her grab with Heaven and Earth level 3. That's good. Heat smash, all right, expanded the hurt box to the 3rd hit, reducing instances where the 4th hit would whiff. Okay, bug fixes. Okay, bug fixes during the heat smash. Wow, she's got a lot of changes. This is a lot of stuff. I don't even know. I'm looking mainly for Heaven and Earth. They did not change the Heaven and Earth 2. Oh well. Wow, so Lydia pretty much got some damage reductions. Quality of life buffs, and looks like certain moves are enhanced automatically, like what I've seen, the unified behavior with the powered up version. It's a couple lines like that. Wow. I wonder what the Lydia players think about that. She's still gonna be really difficult to fight. But yeah, I see it's just so much to cover. I'm probably just gonna release a video on King and call it a day. But yeah, it's so many lines per character, and a lot of stuff is buffs, like a lot of buffs. These are a lot of patches. Steve, I wonder what they're gonna do with him. Yeah, it looks like they just did another season 2, guys. I think we're in trouble. Yeah, this looks like another season 2. So many buffs. I'm gonna have to go back up to the initial stuff. They told us not to look forward to this to fix so much stuff. They did fix a lot of stuff, but definitely nowhere near enough. And they keep adding new stuff. So yeah, that is crazy. But I am gonna be looking forward to playing with King with his new changes and the new ranked mode and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get it. Season 3 is here, guys.